have probably seen on every single job post that you need at least 1 to 3 years of experience. You may be like, well, I can't get experience without a job, right, Nicole? Well, the answer is no. You can get experience without a job. And in this video, I'm going to go over 10 different ways that you can gain experience in cybersecurity that you can put on your resume as soon as you do it. Before starting, I do want to make a disclaimer. I am assuming you already have basic knowledge in IT and cybersecurity. So I do have a video that you can go check out and how to get a job really as quickly as you possibly can. So check that out. You may be thinking, do I need to know coding to do cybersecurity? And the answer is no, not for an entry-level cybersecurity IT or IT job. You do not need to know coding. As you gain more experience, it is really helpful, but you don't need to do it now. I do have a video that goes more into depth on that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This channel is all about helping you explore your options in cybersecurity and IT. All right, the first way that you can gain experience in cybersecurity is probably the one that you're most familiar with, and that is to build a home lab. And you want this to be the fanciest, flashiest home lab that you can possibly create. You do not want to go small. You may be like, well, Nicole, like what cybersecurity lab should I build? And that honestly just all depends on what you want to do. So if you are looking at a cybersecurity analyst position, a really good, fancy, flashy lab that I found was by CyberWalks, and this lab is beautiful. I would go check that out because he has different exercises that you can do with his lab. You can build this lab, create documentation, make really good notes on this documentation. You don't want to be humble here. If you want to do a hacking pen testing, a good place to start would be Adams with the Cyber Mentor. He has a hacking Active Directory lab that you can go through for free. And this is only if you know the basics. If you want to do cloud, then I suggest building a really cool cloud project and then documenting on what you're doing there. People start asking you about these projects. You also have more details about what you did and why you did it that you can't get just by watching videos. Make sure to document. And in this documentation, make sure your grammar is good. You put all this work into it, but you have bad grammar, and the hiring manager and human resources do judge you on this grammar. I judge you on this grammar. The next way that you can get experience is through freelancing. And you may be like, well, I don't have any skills that I can freelance. Well, you're wrong. You do, you just don't know it. If you know how to write and you come from a different career field and you're really good at writing and you also have just basic technical knowledge, you can sell your skills such as technical writing or creating blog posts for people on Upwork or Fiverr. And you could probably charge a little bit less to get going. Also, will get exposure to all the different types of projects, which is a really good way to build experience. If you have good customer success, I strongly suggest putting that on your resume. You probably will research a lot of different technologies in writing this, and you will also make money. It's the perfect thing. The next way that you can gain experience in cybersecurity is hackathons, CTFs, capture the flags, and cyber ranges, and all of that sort. This is also a really good way to network. I personally have never done these because I find it really hard to finish things that are free. I enjoy paying for things. For me, it's not good, but for you, it may be really good. Although it doesn't carry the same weight to HR as say like certificate, it does teach you really good skills to let you pass a technical interview. Maybe like hacking and doing this offensive stuff isn't for you, and that is okay. There's tons of other jobs you can do in cybersecurity that aren't hacking. There's compliance, there's cybersecurity analyst you can monitor, there's cybersecurity sales, there is cybersecurity manager positions, project manager, and you'll essentially just get paid more because you have the skill of cybersecurity and it isn't so in demand, so you're niching down. The next way that you can gain experience in cybersecurity is by building a compliance automation. And by this, I mean downloading, say, a configuration management tool such as Ansible, which is really good for compliance, and building a playbook that automatically checks like best practices that are on your computer or something of that sort. Or maybe build an entire network and then do compliance checks on this network utilizing Ansible, which is totally free. Another popular one is Puppet. If you can automate things, especially manual, boring work, you'll thank yourself later. Trust me. It looks really good on a resume. Make sure that you document what you're doing though, because number one, you are going to forget. Number two, it's a good reference. And number three, it shows an employer that you actually can do it and that you can do documentation, which is about 50% of almost any job really is just documentation. So document, document, document. And Ansible, you are going to need a little bit of knowledge of computer science and programming. And for me, a really good resource I found was Brilliant. And I do have a link below in the description. But the way they do it is they don't teach by lectures, which for me is really good. Because I'm a visual thinker, I think in pictures. They teach by like interactive games. So I understand the concept, which is really good. If you are someone who thinks in pictures, this is a really good resource for you. If you're someone who prefers words, this may not be the best resource, but I honestly really like it. And it teaches you about algorithms. And speaking of algorithms, smash that like button. I'm learning about logic and how to think better about problems. And this is something I do need to work on because your decision-making skills are really important. And these fundamentals will help you make better decisions, which also will help you come up with better solutions and also help you troubleshoot better. The next way that you can gain experience for cybersecurity is by volunteering. There's tons of volunteer opportunities where you live. I guarantee it. You could even just make sure your family's computers are in compliant with best practices. You could do that as long as you document what you're doing and why you're doing it. This counts as experience. A good way to find these opportunities would be to go to like your city. So say Nashville, Tennessee, volunteer opportunities. And there's usually a website with tons of different volunteer opportunities. Just because maybe you don't find any with IT doesn't mean that they don't exist. I would just refine your Googling. And also a lot of like mega churches also have IT departments, and they're also a little bit maybe more helpful to train you on different aspects of IT. The next way that you can gain experience in cybersecurity is through online courses. I love online courses. I'm actually currently going through some online courses now. This is an amazing way to gain experience in a handheld way, step by step. For instance, I'm going through training right now because it has the concept and then it has a lab that walks you through the concept and then it has like the solution if you can't figure it out. And this is just a beautiful way to learn. It does cost money, but to me that's a good thing because I'll actually complete what I start. If you're wondering if INE training is good, this is really good way to gain experience. And you do get a certificate which is HR approved. Although this isn't the most popular certificate, I do think it gives you really good hands-on experience so that you could pass a technical interview. The next way to gain experience is through bug bounties. And bug bounties are a little bit difficult, but if you just like try to find bug bounties, you'll learn a lot. And a good resource is Nahamsec. He even has a course on bug bounties. It just sounds really cool. Just make sure to document what you're doing. So document, document, document. Become a documentarian. The next way to gain experience, and probably the best way, is an internship. If you can get an internship, all of these other things just go away because that's where you're gonna do the most learning and that's where you're gonna get the most context of what you're doing. And that's also where you're gonna get the biggest feedback loop so you can improve, alter your decision based on the variables that are going on. Big banks have a lot of internships. So check like if you have a Chase or a Bank of America. Colleges often have internships for cybersecurity because it's a really in-demand thing. If you're a veteran, there are tons of cybersecurity resources out there for you to help you get a job. When you go and apply for internship, try to make the best resume possible. I know that's like easy to say, but like how do you do this? It's a lot. Try to have a really flashy home lab such as CyberWalk's home lab, which is beautiful. It should be like that fancy and beautiful because it really does show that you put a lot of care, and of course you're gonna have some documentation on that. The next way to gain experience in cybersecurity is to do technical writer work such as creating, just guess, documentation. And it doesn't have to be like a blog. It could be in video, it could be Twitter. It could just be like showing people exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. Although Twitter doesn't count as work experience. Every hiring manager will love you if you say that you can document things because it's just like something everybody likes except for the person actually creating the documentation. I don't know many people who like documentation. Creating SOPs, creating TTPs, creating training on what you're doing doing for, like, say someone else. That counts as work experience, and you're documenting what you're doing. My last and final way to gain experience in cybersecurity is to teach a class. And you may be thinking, well, I can't teach a class because I don't have any experience. Well, that's why you are so good at teaching a class. Say you have Security Plus, that's the basics. You can teach a class on Security Plus locally to your community. So don't forget, like, you can do things locally, and you can even charge for this course. And I suggest actually charging for it because number one, people will appreciate it better. Number two, you'll have higher completion rates. So I don't think you're doing a service to people doing it for free. You can create a own Security Plus bootcamp for like an affordable price, say like $50. And this counts as experience as your cybersecurity instructor, which is a really good skill for really any position. It shows you have communication skills. You can record how you're teaching. Not only this, but you will also learn the material better when you're teaching, because it's one thing just to know it, but to communicate it to someone, it means you actually know it. The simplest that you can explain something really just shows that you actually know it. So record it, and then you can put that on your resume. Instructor, you're a cybersecurity instructor, which looks really good. That's my final way to how to gain experience in cybersecurity when you have none. So check out all of my other videos and comment and like